Welcome to Final Thoughts, a 100% unscripted closing for today's artist. Enjoy select songs from the discography of today's artist and more when you search for the hashtag A3Day Highlights playlist on Spotify. Without further ado, ramble review.
You're tuned into an album a day. Show, start.
It feels weird. Hey y'all, it feels weird because I'm used to things being organized in a certain way over on Anchor. And I'm still getting a feel over here. But don't get me wrong. I am very happy where I am now. Here we go. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. And with that being said, I don't think I would have been able to give a better synopsis about A.cian if it weren't for my friends over at K-Crush America. It's a very, very awesome publication. If you go to kcrush.com or look in today's show notes, you'll be able to get a link to check out bits of the article that I'm quoting here. So May 6, 2016, there was an article called What About A.cian? And it's got a little bit more information than what I provided for their initial episode. So let's go ahead and get into that. Quote, their name is a combination of ace of Asian and magician. Asian can also mean Asian musician, which is meant to represent the best singers of the South Asia continent. End quote. I mistakenly added the word South in there. It just says singers of the Asia continent. And going a little bit further into this short article, quote, if having members problems wasn't enough, and they're referring to the change up in the members, A.cian also had drama with their companies changing 2 times. During their rookie years, A.cian was promoted under ICE Entertainment. However, with the leaving of members, they changed it to Mono Music Korea. Mono Music is a famous music label from Thailand, known to promote Thai pop groups such as Candy Mafia, Evil 9, G20, Cup C, among others. Unfortunately, Candy Mafia and Evil 9 disbanded recently. Again, this is 2016, everyone. A.cian seemed happy with their partnership with Mono Music, but since their ex-leader left, they changed again to Wings Entertainment, end quote. We are aware that Wings is the current name of what ICE Entertainment used to be from our own research, but this is just a little bit more helpful information. I can't, you know what? I can't. I can't talk. I'm tired. I'm a little razzled from thinking things were going to be destroyed. And I look out the window today and things are peaceful by the love and kindness and gentleness of the powers that be, the God that I believe in, the goddess that you might serve, the energy, the force, whatever, whatever your belief system is. I was extremely razzled about the potential of Metro Houston being destroyed. I'm grateful that it's not, and it's just throwing me all the way off. We already know I have a hard time communicating as it is, and having these show notes has been helpful. I'll say that much. What else I would like to say about A.cian? They did not stand a chance. They had a concept that was basically, let's be your boyfriend, and on occasion we'll get edgy and dance until there's no end. And that didn't allow a lot of opportunity for them to expound. Of all the songs that I listened to from their extremely short discography, Just Leave has got to be the most dynamic song that I heard. Their vocals shone so brightly, and then they go and toss in an unnecessary drum kit, and it just destroyed it for me. The opportunity to show maturity in vocal delivery and lyric choice and things of that sort, gone. It's completely gone. And yeah, changes in management and whatnot can impact that, and changes in membership, but it shouldn't be so difficult for anyone to be able to find substantial information about this group. I can't find anything about past tours, past showcases. Like I've got nothing. And how do you anticipate a group to really grow if there's nothing to latch on to? You've got these young men at this point. The last album that we had was 2015. Yes. So they were 25, 25 as the oldest, and I think Magne at that time was 21, 22. Let's not confuse ourselves and let's go to kprofiles.com. Let's just do a quick little look at that. Okay, on that page, who's listed, we have we have Jung Sang, which is Sung Hyun. So he had a stage name, but like, did it even matter? He was added to the group during Ouch promotion, so the album before. He had done his military service already, or at least at the time of this. Hyuk Jin added to the group for the Ouch promotions. Sang Hyun. He became a member of A.cian through his professor, who encouraged him to go to the audition. What? 7, 8, 9. He enlisted in the military in June 2017. Hyuk Jin is currently in. And then Jino, whose side profile on K-Profile's website almost made me think it was Mark from GOT7, and I was about to scream. Yeah, okay, he was born in 1993, and he was at it during the Ouch promotion. So I'm assuming the only original member who was left was Im Sang-hyun. Man. In February 2019, the Magne announced his enlistment in the military. So, okay, they're not listed as a group that's disbanded. I have a hard time with that. Would it be group who's disbanded? Group that disbanded? You know, the fact that I'm preparing to be people's English professor and I struggle is low-key. Anywho, because we're gonna go on a tangent. They're not technically disbanded, and now I seem to understand it a little bit more. It's because after the 2015 promotion, there seemed to be some more transitions in the group, and as such, some of them were like, look, while y'all doing whatever it is y'all doing, label, I have to protect and serve my nation. And you don't want to put out anything with a small group when more than half of the group is not available to you. It makes sense. But I don't believe they're going to make the distance unless they're allowed to come back and show totally new colors. The youngest member is coming back 27, 28 years old, depending upon what time system you want to count. The oldest member is 30, 31. They can't keep singing bubblegum songs. They also can't keep delivering on this whole techno dance. You can't. Like, that's gonna get your post going entirely too much. Yes, you can give a song here and there, but they need to have some maturity placed upon them. I think there could be space for them, possibly, but the way that the scene has accelerated in the past 3 years, they're going to have to definitely do something dynamic to keep up, if at all remotely appear relevant. So I would like to see something more for them, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know. And all I can do is just wait until it's time for the final member to come out of military service and see if anything is announced thereafter and make some commentary about that. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know, my dears. I don't. They might not be able to stand the test of time. Their time may have come and gone. And perhaps maybe they can establish solo careers instead of being a group. That's always a route to consider, going to the indie ballad and or indie R&B scene. that could be successful for some of them. Some of them most certainly have the vocals to do so. I just can't determine who those someones are because I just didn't have enough accessible videos and whatnot to really get familiar with the guys. This sucks. I would like to know more so that I could be more supportive. But I took what was given to me and did what I could with it. And hopefully it is enough for you to be like, well, let me just hear what it is that she's trying to convey and see if I agree or whatnot. You know, it's always important to establish your own opinions and thoughts and faves and non-faves on your own. So go ahead and handle that, and I will catch you lovelies in the next episode. Bye, y'all.
Your favorite foreign Korean music historian exploring all the industry from A to Z.
There's sponsored ads and social media hashtags, but this show is truly supported by the efforts of my McWallace, the most amazing fan base a little entertainer could ever have. Special shout out to my Patreon patrons, the student body, the scholars, and the staff who keep my vision of becoming your favorite foreign Korean music historian exploring all the industry from A to Z a real thing. If you're interested in supporting the growth of this content, please visit patreon.com/multifacetedACG. And for as little as $1 a month, you can get in on the magic too. Interested in continuing your support at the free $99 price? I'd love you for it. You can still engage with the show and me, your lovely host, when you retweet, repost, and share the show and use hashtag A3 and the word day. Please consider leaving a few stars or a review on Apple Music, iTunes, IMDb, or Podchaser to keep things growing in the right direction.